Hello guys, my name is IBUKUN and welcome to Makeup and Gist. Makeup and Gist is a series on my channel where I do my makeup while telling you about some historical events, historical gist, historical happening, anything at all that I think that you need to know. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if you're new here, wow guys, you're in the right place to be. We have so much fun here. Ask them. Okay, so the reason why we are all here, I am obsessed with scammers, fraudsters. Just say fraudsters, because those guys just entertain me. I mean, they are premium entertainers. They have such an active imagination. The way they tell stories to lure people in, I mean, it really fascinates me. So today, we're going to be talking about the Plato of 419, the reincarnation of Kwekwanasi, the first of his name. Can I get a drum roll? John Ackah Blay Miezah. But first, let me draw my brows because I can't draw my brows and talk. That's not my superpower. But before we start, let me just issue a little tiny disclaimer. Now, doctor has said he's not a scammer. His family members have said he's not a scammer, and most of the things they said he did is not true, and we are liars. I am a liar. Thank you. Okay guys, let's talk about Dr. John Ackah Blay Miezah. I searched far and wide, high and low, Beyonce's internet, Chris Brown's internet. So I wasn't able to get like a background or a biography of Dr. John Blay Miezah. His name is long, so I think I'll just say Dr. Blay. He was born on the 1st of July 1948. However, I don't think that is true because I don't trust the website. But all we can say for certainty that he was born in Ghana. He was an Nzima, which is like a tribal group in the western region. Dr. Blay was also known as Nana Ackah Nyazu II. Clearly, he's a very intelligent man. Now, he says he's a nationally ranked chess player. He speaks about 9 languages. He knows operas, he knows everything. But I think that it's very important for us to note how some of these scammers, how they build a reputation around themselves, so you don't really doubt them. Like, they know their stuff, they look credible, so you don't, the last thing that will ever come to your mind is that this person is a scammer. Also, even though we do not have so much information about his background, don't worry anyway, because this story still has too much juice, too much sauce. So, on April 21st, 1986, Time magazine published a news article, and the headline reads, "Out of Africa, stung by a Ghanaian smoothie." Now, who is this Ghanaian smoothie, and who has this stung, and what the heck is going on here? What is happening? So now let me tell you the story. Now, Dr. Blay has a story, and his story is that he and Nkrumah were besties. They were bros for life. Remember Nkrumah, his other friend that found my wife? They were just like really close. Now, I think everybody knows who Nkrumah is, but in case you don't know, let me just say now, Nkrumah is Ghana's first prime minister and president. According to Dr. Blay Miezah, Nkrumah smuggled money. Okay, Nkrumah smuggled money from cocoa and gold trade into a trust fund in Switzerland. Okay, and he called that trust fund Oman Ghana Trust Fund. You got that? Also, when Nkrumah was dying in 1972 in Romania, Dr. Blay was beside him, and this was where Nkrumah made Dr. Blay the sole beneficiary of this $32 billion in Switzerland. And of course, Dr. Blay had proof. He knows his stuff. He's not a crook. He has proof. And now the proof that this man had was an account number and a document supposedly from the Union Bank of Switzerland. However, there's a tiny problem that Dr. Blay has to solve. And of course, he needs our help. There are some certain conditions he has to meet. So first of all, he has to show a special type of passport numbered 0013. Also, he had to give some tribal chiefs. He has to give something to the boys. Show the boys something. So Dr. Blay is going around telling everybody that if you give me 50,000, I'll give you $1 million when I'm able to get the money. So he's promised people so much money, so much returns on their investment. And this thing just strikes me as familiar. Does this sound like somebody you know in Ghana? People ate this shit up. I mean, white people believed it, and he was getting money. People were investing money into this Oman Ghana trust fund. Dr. Blay wasn't doing this alone. Now he had a man helping him. Now this man was his American agent, and his name is Robert Ellis. So Robert Ellis was in charge of looking for the investors for Dr. Blay, and of course, as scammers always are, they are smooth suckers. Like they know how to lure you in. Now it is believed that Dr. Blay had agents all over the world helping him in this scheme. Now he had agents in Switzerland, Netherlands, Ghana, South Korea, England. Like he had agents everywhere. Dr. Blay always had some story under his sleeve. Then he would tell people, guys, I've gotten the special passport that I need. However, I need more money to sort out some tribal chiefs. And then they'll give him more money. And then he just like, he's like, okay, or you can even tell your friends that if they come, they'll get this much money. So they should bring more money so I'm able to unlock the fund easily and you all get your share. I swear, if you give me 25,000, I'll give you $500,000. Like just bring people. Now while Blay Miezah is doing all this, of course he's still living large. He has to impress his investors. He has to get them to give more money. So he's whining and dining them, showing them a good time. That he's reassuring them that look, I'm working on this thing. Don't worry. 3 months, you get your money. You even get so much money. I won't lie to you. How would I lie to you? Look at me. I'm a big boy. I'm a big boy. I cannot lie to you. Do you know who I am? I'm a chief. I'm called Nana Ackah Nyanu in Ghana. Stop. I really need to stop. And also remember what I said about the scammers and building this reputation. Of course he has all this money. He's living large on your money. So you won't suspect that he's a scammer. That will be the last thing that will cross your mind, that this man is actually trying to steal from you, because you think that he has so much money, he's well established, so your money won't mean shit to him. He was selling this in Ghana as well. And then the military government, the National Redemption Council under General Achampong, actually bought into this story. So now there's this man. This guy's name is Mr. Emmanuel M. Deborah. Was the ambassador to the United States of America at that time, as well as the secretary of the military government. Deborah was not easily fooled. He's like, no, that man is he's a con man. He's lying. People don't believe him. There's so much proof that he doesn't have anything. He's stealing people's money. And did you think they believed him? They were like, no. They called Mr. Deborah a hater. They called him an enemy. They said he doesn't want what is good for the government, and he's just a liar. He's jealous. Now people were just tired of Mr. Deborah. They're like, this man, he's lying. He doesn't want Ghana to go forward. He's just a hater. So finally just sacked him from his position. And with his enemy out of the way, he told them that he will be able to get the money out only if a diplomatic passport was given to him. And guess what? They gave him a diplomatic passport. To go and lie to a military man, hey, you must have heart. I want you guys to know that all this is happening between 1972 to the 1980s. Now it's around 1985. People are now wondering, like, Charlie, it's been over 14 years. It's been like 14 years apparently since we invested into this your Oman Ghana scheme. When is our money coming? And of course, Dr. Blay always has a new story right under his sleeve. We told them that, did you hear that there was a military coup in Ghana just last week? The coup is making things so hard for me, because it always means a new government I have to pay off, and new leaders I have to pay off. So this thing is taking longer. So don't worry, I'll push the pay dates forward, and I'll give you more money when it comes. And by 1986, one of these investors, now his name is Barry Ginsberg, he has had enough. He's like, I'm done. This man is trying to make a fool out of me. I'm done. Do you know why? Do you know who I am? Why making a fool out of me? So he went to go and report to the Attorney General of Philadelphia that this man, Dr. Ackah Blay Miezah, and his associates, Robert Ellis, have stolen at least $2 million from him and his friends, and he wants his money back. Now, do you remember that cock and bull story he gave, that he was beside Nkrumah in Romania in 1972 when Nkrumah was dying? Now, investigations showed that that was not possible, because at that time he said he was in Romania with Nkrumah. He was actually in a prison. Now, the prison is called Greater Ford Prison in Pennsylvania. He was sentenced for up to 5 years for posing as a United States official, and he stuck a hotel in Philadelphia with a bill of over $2,000. So guys, when he was in prison, guess who paid his bond and assisted him to pay the hotel bills? Ding 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 ding! Correct for 10 points. He gets right. It was Ellis. So Ellis himself was the person that testified to this. He said that he met Dr. Ackah Blay Miezah in prison in 1972 and helped him pay his hotel bill, and then in return, Dr. Blay dragged him into this scheme with him. Dr. Blay is in London, and he has a diplomatic passport. And a diplomatic passport automatically means that you have what? Diplomatic immunity. So they were not able to extradite him to Philadelphia to face consequences. So Dr. Blay was charged with theft and 28 violations of state security law. And also, remember that story that he said he and Nkrumah were besties and they were bro for life and they were like this? Apparently, it turned out it wasn't true, because they said Nkrumah had actually put him in prison for harassing him. Dr. Blay, why? His friend Ellis was not so lucky. Ellis was arrested, was charged with 64 counts of theft. He was sentenced to 5 years in prison. So CBS did a documentary on him. I saw the documentary. It was very interesting.
I'm totally confused.
Oh yes, you should be.
So this man did this whole thing on national television, came out to swear that he's not a scammer. The Oman Ghana Trust Fund is real, and he's actually working so hard to get the investors their money, and then the investors will get their money. Like, there's no lie about it.
Blay Miezah said he had to carry out an old tribal custom to vow to speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
After CBS did this documentary, they came out and they called him a scammer. Dr. Blay was having none of this. He was like, nope. So he took them to court. He sued them for libel. And guess what? Dr. Blay actually won. He won the case. And CBS had to pay him. And with all this money and with all this new fame, and he got more people to invest into this Oman Ghana Trust Fund. Hey, you cannot make this shit up. Now, Dr. Blay was arrested under the PNDC government in Ghana, and he was charged with economic crimes against the state. And the penalty for this crime was it could lead to a death penalty. However, Dr. Blay, being the sweet talker that he is, managed to sweet talk the government. So they should release him and let him go back to London to continue their work. Also, they should renew his diplomatic passport. They should renew his diplomatic passport. If they're able to do all this, he swears to God, I swear, I'll give you 50 billion. I'll give you $50 billion. I don't know whether this man had like something under like his tongue. I don't know how people managed to buy into all this shit. The government released him, gave him the diplomatic passport, like renewed it, and told him to go, and even gave him workers that he should go. Should go and work and bring that man, that Oman Ghana, so they can use to develop Ghana. Despite his reputation that this man is a con man, this man still had some very, very powerful friends that believed in him. One of them was said to be the former Attorney General of United States, John Mitchell. When he was imprisoned by the PNDC, this Mitchell guy was the one that went to talk on his behalf and let them release him. I mean, reputation, guys. Now, when you read other sites, it says that he was arrested for disgracing the PNDC government, and that was where he died. But I found this other website where they actually talked about what went in details before he was arrested, why he was arrested. I'm not so sure of this source anyway, but it is said that he convinced the PNDC government that he had some money in the Cayman Islands. So he was going to go and get the money. He went with Captain Kojo Chikata. Now Captain Kojo Chikata was in charge of security under the PNDC, and Dr. Kwesi Botre, who was in charge of the finance, said that when they were in the bank, when they were about to like sign the signatures to get the money out, he was gone. They couldn't find him. He had vanished. So he didn't go to the bank to help them retrieve that money, and the PNDC government was very, very embarrassed. And when they came to Ghana, they had to find the man, and then they arrested him and they put him on house arrest till he died in 1992. Now all that money, all those investors, all that money, nobody saw that money. Nobody. All his investors are still waiting for their money to come. Now fast forward to 2002, a certain man comes into the scene. Now this man's name is Greg Frazier. Now Greg Frazier said that this Oman Ghana Trust Fund thing is very real. He's real. He has evidence of it.
We're talking hundreds of billions of confirmed dollars for the people of Ghana.
Oh my God, how the plot thickens. One thing that has fascinated people so long about Dr. Ackah Blay Miezah is how he managed to fool this much people. So like really, really intelligent investors, and he managed to squeeze so much money out of them. So he's really fascinating, and that's one thing that really fascinates me about scammers. Like, how do they do that shit? How do they convince you? I really want to know. I wish there was a scamming school, even though it's not legal. I would definitely sign up for that. And I just want to know how they do that shit.
Shut up and take my money.
People have even compared him to Namwan of Men's Code. I think there's a difference between him and Namwan. But there's one thing that I always say: an honest man can never be scammed. Because some of these scams, like, they're so good to be true. Why is someone promising you, if you bring 50,000, you get 1 million, and you believe it when you didn't do any hard work? So that's one thing I always say: an honest man can never be scammed. So sometimes you need to check yourself. You need to check the kind of person you are. If you didn't work so hard for it, if it came to you easy, then it's probably not true. If it's too good to be true, then it's not true. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you really liked it, please like, please subscribe, please share, put somebody on me. I don't mean put someone on me, but like on me. You get? Yeah, you get. I know you get. There's so many videos on my channel that I think you really enjoy. Come on, explore around. Don't be greedy with that data. Use it. More work. Or else a Blay Miezah will come and take your money from you. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on another video. Stay safe, and I appreciate you so much. Mwah.